What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome back to the old subscribers. Few announcements. First of all, I'm doing elemental readings. I am doing water signs. If you'd like a personal reading, check out the about section of the channel for more information and the description box below. I don't know who this is for, but you know that song Aiko Aiko by the Dixie Cups, and then Cyndi Lauper redid it. That song just popped in my head. I don't know where that came from, but it was like, my grandma and your grandma sitting by the fire. So I feel like there's something in that song, whether that's what you grew up with, or maybe you listened to it as a child, or maybe it's trying to say like somebody's guides are like passed on, but they know each other in a different life or like in a different realm, and they're like kind of conspiring. I feel like there's some people that are like trying to bring two people together, whoever that is, because they've met and like this is what they want for their grandchildren. I don't know where that came from. Like I said, it just popped in my head. Also, if you're auditory, the water signs, you have Better by Khalid and Without Me by Halsey. Those two songs mean something to someone as well. I'm not sure, like I said, who that's for. And your guardian angel quote is, God turns everything around all the time. So something's good got to come out of this. So something's good got to come out of this. I just can't tell you when. And remember, he'll never leave nor forsake you. So, water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Let's see what your guys' messages are. You have the Lord of the Shadows. The Holly King is in reverse. And you have the Four of Chalices in reverse. Like I said, the guides thing is coming up really strong, where this person is watching you raise your kids. It could be a grandparent of yours that passed on. They're watching over you and your children is what you need to know. It looks like a male figure in this picture, but it could be, like I said, a grandma or whoever. With the Holly King in reverse and the Four of Cups in reverse, it's like someone has kind of been in self-reflection for a while, and maybe they're not really saying a whole lot. Things haven't really been illuminated to you. You're not really sure why your things are going the way that they are right now. And with the Four of Cups in reverse, it talks about a missed opportunity, or something where like a declined offer, like you went from being like not really satisfied or kind of bored to maybe turning down someone's offer, or maybe what they're saying is that you don't want to miss this opportunity because this is for you, but it's just not really illuminated at this time. In that song, the Aiko Aiko one, it was like one part she's talking about a king, and then one part she's talking about someone who just kind of wants to have fun. So I feel like it's important for someone to make a decision. You have yin and yang. You have Angel of Love in reverse. You have Community. I think that your angels have been trying to bring love into your life for a very long time, or maybe they're at work in this, but you just can't see it. You feel like there is no one helping you with this. Maybe someone didn't offer you something, or you didn't offer it with them because of what someone said. It could have been your friends. There could have been more than one option for this person, and they chose someone else. I don't feel like these people were your friends, though. They just could have been some other people around. So it caused this person a lot of confusion about how they felt about you, how they felt about the situation. Someone could have lost a grandparent at a young age, maybe when you were 9 or 13. The number 7 is here, 22 and 49. So I don't know if that's an age or if twos mean something to you, but two's about partnership and kind of mirroring each other. And with the yin and yang, it's like this person is literally your other half. But I just feel like someone might be stuck in one side of that energy where there's yin and yang, but it's like maybe you guys needed some time apart, or this isn't coming together because someone needs to figure out how to balance that energy in themselves before this comes together. But you are being watched and guided, and I think that people just want the best for you, whoever your guides are. They want you to have fun. They want you to take your kids outside and fly a kite with them, because I feel like that's something that they would have wanted to do if they were here right now. You have addressed your addictions. Be true to yourself and do something different. Some of you guys, maybe you drink to relieve stress. Maybe you smoke cigarettes, smoke weed. Maybe some of you guys actually do drugs. But I feel like it's clouding you from being who you truly are. And maybe if these people aren't really your friends, then maybe it's time to do something different. Or maybe it's just time to deal with things in a different way, because there's nothing that you can do about why things didn't work out in the past or why they're not coming together right now. But it's not that you're not loved, it's not that you're not supported. It's just that maybe you have some things that you need to work on, or it could be vice versa. This could be the person you're dealing with. This person needs to figure out how to deal with their addictions and how to be their genuine selves by doing something different with themselves or in this situation. You have express your love in reverse. You have healing family issues in reverse. You have romantic feelings in reverse. And then you have past life relationship in reverse. Someone didn't really express how they felt about you. Someone still has a lot of healing that they need to do. Someone does have feelings. Someone does have a connection where you feel like you've known them a very long time, but they're not dealing with things. They're not talking about it. They know that they need to heal. Maybe that's why they have addictions. Maybe that's why you have addictions. But there's a reason why you felt this way about this person. You're not crazy. It wasn't a waste of time. I feel like some of you guys are mirroring back to each other things about your childhood or your life that maybe you're not good at talking about your feelings, and neither is the person you're dealing with. Maybe you need to forgive your parents, and so does the person you're dealing with. Maybe you haven't told this person like your feelings, or you've been really confused about them and feeling like you missed this opportunity with them, but maybe they feel the same way. You have known each other before. This isn't something that you should question. I just feel like maybe it's time to work on yourself, or this person needs some time to work on themselves. You have say what you mean. Patience is in reverse. And you have self-love. I think that some of your guys' addictions would be cured if, and this would come together in a stable way if whoever needs to address addictions, whoever needs to be their true self, whoever needs to love themselves more. I think that you just don't have a lot of patience for this person anymore, because they haven't really ever said how they feel or what they want, or what they're going to do about the situation. It's just kind of been a lot of confusion, and it's caused you to kind of question yourself or why things aren't working out. But in reality, there's a lot of underlying factors that someone isn't very good at talking about, that maybe you need to openly admit what it is that you want and what you need. And maybe you feel like this person won't listen to you, or that they don't listen to you. But I just think that there's been like arguing or fighting, and it's like but it's mainly because you guys haven't really said anything. You haven't really said exactly like how you feel. You haven't kind of admitted maybe you do need to forgive your parents, that some things, maybe how you grew up, that you weren't really taught how to love yourself, so you don't really know how to love another person, or that you just don't know, like you just are frustrated with the situation, because you have all these feelings and you've known them before, and it's just like they haven't really said anything to you. You have compassion. Maybe what someone needs to do is express the fact that you want to be with them regardless of what they're going through, what you're going through, that you still care about them, even if you can't be together, or that you do genuinely care about them. Like someone just needs to admit that. You have unexpected. I think that someone has either seen the truth, or that maybe this is going to come together when it isn't going to be a time that you're going to know. If you're seeing the number 2 or 4 or 8 a lot, that might have something to do with this. Some of you guys grew up really fast and you've never really been able to talk about things, and in a way your frustration and your boredom is because of what you've been through. And if you don't know how to express your feelings, or you don't know how to understand them, or you've never really been loved in that way, then it's hard to express that to other people, even though I feel like you guys both care about each other in the best way that you know how. You just want things to be stable and reciprocated. I think that when this person comes back into your life, it's going to be unexpected. It's going to be when they're able to deal with some things, and when you're able to deal with some things. If this is your twin, you know, the more work you do on yourself, the more that this person will do on themselves. It's going to be mirrored, whatever that is. You have ruminate. For some of you guys listening to music or listening to certain songs, maybe it's sound therapy, maybe there's some meditation things that you could listen to, or maybe it's just listening to your favorite music, or thinking about things like maybe go outside on a walk. For some people it's being out in water, like on a boat, or for some of you it's horseback riding. For some of you it's that you are a musician, whether you sing or you play an instrument or you're in a band or whatever. Some of you guys do like to sing, some of you guys do like music, whatever that means to you. That's going to help you think a little bit more about the situation. And I think that in a way you guys kind of grew up a lot alike, and that's why it's so hard to come together, because you're seeing a mirror image of yourself, and like everything that they do that bugs the shit out of you, maybe you do too, you know? You have union, you have gifts, and you have spiritual growth in reverse. I think that the universe wants to give you this union with this person, but there needs to be more growth, whether it's on your part or theirs. If there's addictions in the way, if there's needing to love themselves more so they're able to love you, or if that's what you're needing to do, then I think this just needs more time to grow. And when this does come back in, it's just going to be at a time when you're not expecting it. So it's not like you're going to know the exact time, place, hour, whatever, but I think that it's just important for you to think about the fact that however you feel and whatever you think that this is, it's probably true, and that you kind of are really well aware of it. Some of you guys are already married to this person, but you just feel like you can't get along anymore because they just don't want to grow up. I think this person's going to tell you how they feel. Some of you guys are going to be coming back into your life and proposing to you, but I just feel like it's time to have more compassion for yourself and this person, and still tell them that they got you fucked up at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, we know how to express things sometimes, but maybe you're afraid if you opened your mouth, that you're going to say something that you're going to forget, and that you guys are going to break up and you won't be with this person. Or maybe they feel like if they were to try to come back, or if they, because of what's going on and the things that they need to deal with still, that you don't want to be with them because they're not able to talk about things. You have the Messenger of Fire in reverse. You have Call. You have Ace of Water. And you have the Hierophant in reverse. Some of you guys are dealing with someone who has feelings for you, I think, and they could be pregnant as well. But they're not really wanting a relationship right now because they know that maybe they're on a spiritual path, or there's some things where they need to work on, or this could be what your focus needs to be right now. Some of you guys, this person will call you eventually and talk about these things, but right now it's easier for them to do things their own way, and that means not really telling you that they do have passion for you, they do have feelings for you, but maybe they don't want a relationship right now, or maybe they don't do like a relationship in the way that everyone else does, that maybe it wouldn't be marriage with kids, but you would be like a promise ring, or just them, you know, you guys having a bond on a different level than what we're programmed to believe we're supposed to do, like dating and marriage and kids and all that shit. Like, I think that there's just a lot of things that need to be clarified and talked about, and it's kind of up to the universe with the Judgment card. It's your choice, but I just feel like the angels are ready to, they're ready to, like they're waiting for you to kind of take control of this or this other person, but they're not going to give it much more time. I think that it's just one of those things where you can know that you love them, you have feelings for them, but you're just not really coming together right now, and maybe it's just not the right time. Maybe in May, this person will, something to do with May, with the pregnancy as well. Maybe this person's waiting to tell someone about a pregnancy, or maybe that's when they're going to find out what they're having in their 5 months. I just think that there's a lot of things going on for somebody on one side or both sides, and I just think that it's hindering this coming together, but you should know that it's going to work out like in just the right time and way, when it's supposed to, and things will be even when things are healed maybe, or that they know that they don't really want to be without you, I don't think, but maybe they realize that the mature thing to do would be for them to be alone, because they're not able to give you what you want right now, even though I feel like they want to. It's just not the right time. Maybe there's other things that this person's dealing with that's preventing them from being on the same level as you, or there's a lot of things going on, but I just think like someone didn't expect to have the feelings that they did for you, and even though you feel like you don't have a lot of patience for them, and it's like you guys don't get along all the time, you know that you still care about them at the end of the day, or like in a way like they'll always care about you, and there's really no one who can take their place. Even if you guys aren't together, it's like, you know, maybe for right now, it's just knowing that the universe has your back, and that this might take a little bit longer to come together. For some of you, it'll be August or September. For some of you, it might be another year. For some of you, it might be a couple more months. It's going to be different for a lot of people, because someone's been through a lot. Someone needs to figure themselves out. Someone really wants to tell you that they do see you for what you are, and they don't want you to move on, I don't think, and they're kind of like watching you in a way, but at the same time, they don't know how anyone could love them, or something like their self-esteem might be low, or maybe they don't understand love on different terms, like your guys' definitions of love is different, and maybe they're still learning that, or maybe they don't think they deserve love. There's just a lot of things going back and forth where there needs to be some growth and some healing. I think that would bring this together. I think that they would never be able to fill your place, or vice versa, but at the same time, they don't want to wreck things the same way that they did in the past, whether it was with you or someone else. And I think that they still have these feelings. And for some of you guys, they like get butterflies or something, but at the same time, like they know that they need to do better with their life, and that's what they're working on right now. Even though maybe one of you guys feels like you could give this person everything, they want to be able to do that themselves and reciprocate. So I think that there's been some growth, there's been some maturity in this situation. So I think that's all we can ask for sometimes. Like, this person doesn't want to hurt you. This person doesn't want to hurt you, but at the same time, they don't really want to let you go, but they know that they need to change. And I feel like they've kind of seen some things about themselves, or they're ready to face some things, but they want to do it on their own, regardless of feelings or time, space, whatever. So anyways, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you have a good night.